And honorable members, if in the course of the debate I find that your submissions are tautologous means repetitive. If your submissions are tautologous, we'll then close and move on to the next business.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm being guided by the leader of the majority that I should keep it brief. So I'll skip some of the sections. But, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that, taking into consideration the findings of the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations, in its report on the approval hearing of the nominee for the appointment as permanent representative of the Republic of Kenya to the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, laid on the table of the House on the Tuesday, 24th, 2026, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 132, Subarticle E of the Constitution, and Section 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7, this House approves the appointment of Canon Dr. Ida Odinga, EGH, as a permanent representative of the Republic of Kenya to the United Nations Environment Program. Honorable Speaker, the office of the permanent representative stands as a vital outpost of Kenya's sovereignty and environmental leadership. As defined in Section 21 of the Foreign Service Act, the head mission is not only the President's personal representative, but a steward of Kenya's foreign policy, the custodian of our national image, and the administrator of the mission's resources. In the specific context, Honorable Speaker, in the specific context of UNEP, Honorable Speaker, the only United Nations headquarters located in the Global South and domiciled right here in Nairobi, this role carries the additional weight of anchoring Kenya's status as global hub for environmental diplomacy. Honorable Speaker, in the solemn discharge of the mandate under Standing Order 2165F, the committee approached its task with diligence and unwavering fidelity to the Constitution, guided by Chapter 6 on leadership and integrity, and animated by the spirit of public participation as enshrined in Article 118, we subjected the nominee to rigorous scrutiny, measuring academic qualifications, professional experience, moral compass, vision of Kenya's environmental interest. Honorable Speaker, this probably must have been one of the unnerving experiences of our vetting process because of the nominee we had to interrogate, and it was humbling that she submitted before our committee with all the experience. We on the other side, some of us even young to be our own children, but with humility she submitted before our committee. And in keeping with the Standing Order 42.2, Honorable Speaker, your office then relayed to the House the President's message regarding the nomination, which I don't want to repeat. Honorable Speaker, in further fulfillment, due diligence, the Clerk of the National Assembly wrote to the relevant agencies as EACC, KRA, DCI, Higher Education Loans Board, ODPP and ORPP, seeking reports on the nominee's integrity, tax compliance, criminal record status, loan obligations, and political affiliations. And Honorable Speaker, I'm glad to report that all agencies returned clean reports affirming the nominee's good standing. Honorable Speaker, the committee conducted an oral approval hearing, which was done on Friday, the 20th February. And Honorable Speaker, I want to say that the nominee is a distinguished Kenya whose journey has been defined by unwavering allegiance to the Republic. In strict adherence to the Article 78 of the Constitution, the nominee confirmed that she is a Kenyan citizen by birth and does not hold any dual citizenship, thus satisfying the fundamental eligibility criteria for state office. Honorable Speaker, her suitability is further anchored by the robust academic foundation. Madam Ida Odinga holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in Geography from the University of Nairobi. And this academic background is not merely ornamental, rather it proved the early scientific grounding for a profound understanding of the technical and policy dimensions of UNEP's work. Beyond the classroom, her career of Mama Ida Odinga, her career trajectory is a testament to versatile leadership, spanning her service as an educator in Kenya High School, her roles in private enterprise, and the managing director of East Africa Spectra, which this house will note that is a company that does clean energy. Limited her impactful tenure as a First Lady to the Prime Minister. Honourable Speaker, Dr. Ida, apart is her ability to bridge the gap between high-level policy and grassroots reality. During the hearing, she demonstrated a sophisticated vision for environmental diplomacy, particularly highlighting the link between sustainability and socioeconomic development, particularly in health, nutrition, and livelihoods. She's not a stranger to the global stage, having served as a global peace ambassador to the United Nations and founded the Ida Odinga Trust. Further, Honorable Speaker, her strategic leadership was evident in an announced approach to the resource constraints facing the United Nations. She underscored the need to strengthen UNEP as the only UN headquarters in the Global South, proposing collective, collaborative, multi-stakeholder model to mobilize solutions, anchors Kenya's leadership as a United Nations Assembly, UNEP. Honorable Speaker, regarding the character of the nominee, let me say this. She embodies high standard of leadership and integrity. She secured clearance from all the agencies that were requested to confirm her status as compliant and upright citizen. Significantly, she has never been charged in a court of law. She has never been adversely mentioned in any investigatory report or dismissed from office contravening Article 75 of the Constitution. In fact, on this stage, I jokingly asked all these years that the deceased Prime Minister has been jailed. She's never been in any way been charged in a court of law or even been picked, even when we had the regime that was very quick in picking spouses and punishing those that held a contrary opinion to what the state at that time believed in. Madam Ida has never found herself in the other side of the law. Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, the nominee's responses reflected a lifelong commitment in public service and a patriotic readiness to answer to the call of duty. Her experience in advocacy, consensus building, and negotiation is directly transferable to the multilateral diplomatic engagement required by UNEP. Honorable Speaker, based on these findings, therefore, the committee is satisfied that the nominee possesses the competence, integrity, and vision to represent the Republic. I therefore urge this House to adopt the committee's recommendation and approve this appointment. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move. I now, Honorable Speaker, respectively invite my Vice Chair, Honorable Major Retired Sheikh Abdullahi Bashir, to second this motion.
Bashir?
Honorable Speaker,